never sat crying all alone in the bathroom. I just wanna be by your side all the time, standing tall, your hand in mine. I don't wanna know where I might be without you, 'cause you can lift me up, baby, when I'm falling apart. I'll keep all of your secrets. You can heal all my scars, and if I ever mention I loved you from the start, I got your best intentions, and you got my heart. 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 We got four white walls and a window with a city view, and there's no one else that I'd rather come home to. Up all night, flashing lights, counting cranes out in the sky. I don't wanna know where I might be without you, 'cause you can lift me up, baby, when I'm falling apart. I'll keep all of your secrets. You can heal all my scars, and if I ever mention I loved you from the start, I got your best intentions, and you got my heart. 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 You got my friends ain't crooked and I'm such a mess. Spill every drink on every dress, and you just smile, shake your head. Saw it coming 'cause you know me best. There's nowhere else I'd rather be than right here with you. Promise, please, you won't go anywhere without me. You got my heart. 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 We know thrills at 17, chasing every high, jumping off, no safety net. No, we be fire. I know when did we grow up and start to say no thrills for me. Just trying to keep my heart from racing all the time. No thrills for me. Just setting all this panic in my mind. I got filters in my head and locks on all my doors. Scared of losing what I have. I don't risk things anymore. When did I wake up and start to say no thrills for me? Just trying to keep my heart from racing all the time. No thrills for me. Just setting all this panic in my mind. No Shutting all this panic in my mind. Promise, I swear I've been doing fine. No, I'm not alone and feeling like no thrills, no thrills for me. Just trying to keep my heart from racing all the time. No thrills, no thrills for me. Just setting all this panic in my mind. In my mind, in my mind, in my mind, in my mind. Oh, oh, no thrills, no thrills for me. No thrills, no thrills for me. Take all your banners, they say paint them white and promise you will wave them when the sky is falling down. We mind our manners, not our heads, but if we're honest, all our flags are miles behind us on the ground. And I wouldn't have it any other way, any other way. If I don't know a thing about love, I know about us. No, I wouldn't have it any other way, any other way. If I don't know a thing about love, I know about us. If we're naive, at least we think we're sure of something. I'm not worried, up late losing sleep at night. We drew our lines and met up right around the middle. I'll be okay as long as you're here by my side. And I wouldn't have it any other way, any other way. If I don't know a thing about love, I know about us. No, I wouldn't have it any other way, any other way. If I don't know a thing about love, I know about us. All the rest we'll figure out. All the rest we'll figure out. All the rest we'll figure out. And I wouldn't have it any other way, any other way. If I don't know a thing about love, I know about us. No, I wouldn't have it any other way, any other way. If I don't know a thing about love, I know about us. All the rest we'll figure out. All the rest we'll figure out. All the rest we'll figure out. I think I've been thinking too much. Hurt myself in check, but it's been one of those months where I feel everything a little too much, too deep. And I got 4 A's sitting pretty in my hand, but late at night I'm praying now the dice are gonna land until my heart is racing and I'm stressing in my sleep. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. Tricks on me now, tricks on me now, tricks on me now. so good, I'm looking up. But baby, if I'm honest, you know I've been taking stock of every perfect little win and every close near loss I meet. And where it moves fast, run all the worst stuff. And once my wheels are turning, it's just how to turn them off. So put some sugar on my ear and tell me something sweet. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. Tricks on me now, tricks on me now, tricks on me now. Tricks on me now, tricks on me now, tricks on me now. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. My mind is playing tricks on me, tricks on me. It's been a while, we haven't talked. I had some time to think us through. I promise I'm not looking for you, but here you are in all the words I thought I'd say. Have given up, but gotten lost in one good look in your two eyes. I'm on the floor. I thought that door was shut. I guess it's all that it takes. 6 months over, I feel so good. Are these feelings taking over me? I know I swore don't need no more. Are these feelings taking over me? Were you with both your empty arms and me with no self-control? I never stood a chance, and now I guess that it's too late. 'Cause I can barely say hello, and I know that I can hold all my peace like no hard feelings at all, and start all over again. 6 months over, I feel so good. Are these feelings taking over me? I know I swore don't need no more. Are these feelings taking over me? I think I love you too much. I think I miss you too much. Are these feelings taking over me? I think I love you too much. I think I miss you too much. Are these feelings back crying all alone in the bathroom. I just wanna be by your side all the time, standing tall, your hand in mine. I don't wanna know where I might be without you, 'cause you can lift me up, baby, when I'm falling apart. I'll keep all of your secrets. You can heal all my scars. And if I ever mention I loved you from the start, I got your best intentions, and you got my heart. 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 We got four white walls and a window with a city view, and there's no one else that I'd rather come home to. Up all night, flashing lights, counting cranes out in the sky. I don't wanna know where I might be without you, 'cause you can lift me up, baby, when I'm falling apart. I'll keep all of your secrets. You can heal all my scars. And if I ever mention I loved you from the start, I got your best intentions, and you got my heart. 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 You got my friends ain't crooked and I'm such a mess. Spill every drink on every dress and you just smile, shake your head. Saw it coming 'cause you know me best. There's nowhere else I'd rather be than right here with you. Promise, please, you won't go anywhere without me. You got my heart. 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 We know thrills at 17, chasing every high, jumping off no safety net. No, we be fire. I know when did we grow up and start to say no thrills for me. Just trying to keep my heart from racing all the time. No thrills for me. Just setting all this panic in my mind. I got filters in my head and locks on all my doors. Scared of losing.
All right. Welcome, everybody, to the Unexpected Victory stream. My name's Wes Rambo. I am testing it because it seems as if Johnny's mic may not be coming through the stream. I will keep talking and
I fixed it.
introducing this match to you guys until he gets back. Are you back, Johnny?
I'm actually here. I fixed it. All right. Thank you, Wes. Very professional stream I run over here. Welcome, everybody. We are into Unexpected Victory versus E-Stonks, and it's actually a very, very interesting matchup today. We got the 9-3 UV1, 8-4 Eastonks. Eastonks, of course, want to hit that 9-win record as well, get themselves into the playoffs. But what's cool in this matchup is that we actually have a bunch of history of similar opponents between these two teams, so we actually can draw maybe some conclusions about their power level.
Yeah, and from what we're seeing, it generally appears that this team may not present, fingers crossed, that much of a challenge for UV1 in keeping with some of the matches they've been playing in the past little while. For instance, they went very, very close with Lo-Fi Hip Hop Radio. Meanwhile, UV1 took them out pretty easily on Nuke. Also, I believe Chess Club is in their match history, where they went into a deep overtime, 15-19, and that's another team that UV1 didn't have a lot of trouble with. There's, we can keep going down the list, but in general, I think that UV1 are favored here just by, the history of these matches and the way that they've played against each other. Like you said, we got more info than almost we ever do in terms of the other team and what we might expect for this matchup. So I think UV1 are going to be feeling very confident coming in.
Yeah, but to touch on that, the things that maybe can still be a bit of a worry for UV1. Inferno's the only map you've seen them actually lose on this season. The 3 losses UV1 did suffer were on Inferno, and to be fair, that's because they played almost exclusively Inferno to start the season.
Yeah.
So it just kind of came down to it. But obviously, we really, really like them on Nuke. We really, really like them on. I was going to say Cash. Not Cash. What did we watch yesterday?
Overpass.
Overpass,
yeah,
thank you. That's what I'm trying to say. So we've seen some really good maps out of them. I have an inkling on what they've been banning lately, namely Mirage. So we haven't seen that a whole lot. So
haven't seen Mirage or Dust 2 all season long.
Yeah, exactly. And so
is anybody complaining?
No. Not
Do you
really.
hear the sound of crickets right now, Johnny? I am totally fine with this. I like their map pool a lot. Even I think Inferno they're quite good on. It's just that they ended up going against really good teams those few games they played on Inferno, and they were just kind of shuffling players around as those games were happening. So they really have solidified themselves into this lineup and this play style. And I think that Inferno has been a very strong map for them, for instance, last season, and you could always count on UV1 on Inferno in past seasons, and I think we're going to be getting more towards that type of situation as the season goes on, and I think this game is likely to be the start of that.
Yeah. And to touch a little bit on the history of Eastonks here, just looking kind of up and down there, they have a interesting player here in Flare that I'm very excited to see what we get out of. It seems like when they win, he top frags, maybe he's completely carrying, maybe he's the star of the team. But actually, in his losses, he's bottom fragged or been near the bottom. And so it just seems like this is a hot and cold player. Again, this is completely statistics-based analysis. I haven't watched them play, but
that's all we can do, Johnny.
Yeah,
I mean, but we got to do that. We have no choice.
That's all we got. So it'll be interesting to see. So is this Flare player who's on the top of their team there? Is he going to be this monster, or is he gonna not? and it'll be very interesting to see how that goes as we get into this matchup. We're getting into the 9th round here, so we'll see where they kind of end up deciding. And imagine UV1 might actually want to pick T-side in this because they seem to look better on T-side, but they don't get the choice here.
Take it. So in addition to Flare, we have Sky, Coley, Lil Clone, and Devi over on Eastonks, who are going to choose to stay and go on to the CT side. I also have to mention about Eastonks. It's kind of an intangible, but I really like their ESEA page. Something about it is very charming to me. They've got a bunch of weird little quotes on it. They have a screenshot of somebody talking smack to them, and then the fact that they beat that team. They kind of have just a cheeky attitude kind of coming through on their ESCA page, and I'm a big fan of that. So go Eastonks. At the same time, I don't favor them against Unexpected Victory. I just don't think that they have the record to match up with it. And I said it last stream, UV1 are better than a lot of these teams.
Ooh, Egglet getting this one started off nice to get himself a couple frags. Vampy did go down, though, and here we see Sky taking out Deimos, too, as well. So it's still back to a 3v3 despite the good start by Egglet. And then, Egglet walks right into Flare's crosshair, who will trade, though, because Flex came in and took him down. Now Alpha trying to deal with a couple players from Eastonks coming through short. Scully will find Alphyte through the smoke and then pick down Flex, so a pistol round win will go to Eastongs, and they get started on the right foot for them.
Yeah, great shots from Coley there, who they were in a 2v2, and Coley just walks up and finds the heads. That first shot right through the smoke, a great flick just based on memory, showing a little bit of pistol prowess there as UV1 have a good hit. But yeah, just a nice individual play from Coley on Eastonks. Not much more to say there. They're going to go for all deagles. UV1 definitely enjoy doing this sometimes, and it can be deadly on Inferno. See if anybody's looking down banana to find these SMGs. UV1 want to stay pretty far away from their opponents right now.
Oh, well, but that grenade's going to make that even harder there. Alpha taking quite a bit of chip damage there from Sky. So it's a good start here for Eastongs. No armor, no utility on UV1 either, so they're just purely trying to see if they can hit some really good shots here. Scully might meet up with Vampy here.
I think it's just Coley. Eastonks.
Oh, right.
Stonks,
It is just Coley. It is just Coley. You are correct.
All right.
There's a one tap. We take those.
We definitely take them. Speaking of Coley, looks like he had a 1v5 last match they played. So look out for that player. Already showed us some skill in the pistol round. But UV1 have taken the lead. They have no utility. So even if Deimos recovers this gun, which he will, they still have very few options, but they're getting some. Oh, man. Sorry, I didn't let you talk. Vampy just interrupted me right there with an amazing couple of 1Ds.
Funny thing is, so I didn't lock the back of my chair, its position. So when that happened, I leaned back and I went flying backwards. Vampy almost knocking me out of my seat, but unfortunately, Flair will take him down there in the end. Little clone then taking out Deimos, so still anyone's round here. Despite the bomb plant by UV1, which is still a positive considering they lost the pistol.
Yeah, it's great to get the bomb plant. Those two 1Ds doing wonders for their positioning.
Flair trying to find a little flex here. Does turn take out Alphyte. Flair will grab another one, and hey, that's 3K for Flair. Maybe we're getting the star Flair here today.
Definitely possible. I mean, it was no armor and SMGs close range, so can't take too much away from it, but a nice little play from Flair anyway. Better play from Vampy. Unexpected victory. Going to be perfectly happy with that round. Grabbing those two 1Ds to get them onto A, get 3 kills and a bomb plant. You'll take those every day. So now Eastonks not really able to bonus. They have to buy up here. And since, of course, they're on a 2-win streak, if they lose against the full AKs and full utility, they are dead broke.
Yeah, and this is just when UV1 starts to shine here. Always seem to have trouble in the pistol rounds and some of the follow-up ones, but they get rifles in their hands. They've been better than most. So we'll see where they're going to be able to go with that as we watch Deimos now here pick out the bomb. Going to leave it here by ramp. And
yeah, UV1 just playing a default here, and this is what they always do on Inferno. I think it's totally fine. I think it definitely works out for them. They have kind of gotten behind in utility here, so they need to make a move.
This is what Vampy always does, kind of just chills in that spot, tries to find anyone kind of peeking out. But they're starting to make this hit towards the B side as they've gotten through there. Let's get the first frag here, but Little Clone able to grab a couple too. Ooh, and Devi and Flair, and then Coley. Clean work at the end of it to take down UV1. So big round for Eastongs. And UV1 might have to save again.
Yeah, the default punished a little bit there. UV1 kind of getting antsy, peeking out a little bit too far on all fronts. And they all get punished. Even though they did manage to get an opening frag over there at Banana, it just was not enough. They did not have the map control or the positioning in order to take any sort of advantage of that opening pick. So nice job by Eastonks just getting their peaks out. Once again, UV1 relegated to Deagles.
Yeah, they're able to get that one there. Holy and Sky grabbing a couple of flex with a nice Eagle shot will pick up one. Alphyte also taking down Little Clone. So they're getting onto the site now. It's free for them to start this plant, but a couple people are starting to rotate it over, namely Flair. You see right here by Pillar. And 3v3 here.
Picked up a smoke there. I'm surprised he used it in the way he did. It definitely is helping them here, but they can do something else potentially.
Vampy just getting it done with the deagle over and over again. Almost doesn't need to buy anything else. Always feels good about that, but Coley burns down Flex. Flare trying to walk into here. Nice spray, taking out Alpha. Turns around. Vampy is behind them. Flash comes through, but Flare predicts him perfectly, taking him down. And it's a 4-0 start for Eastonks. UV1 now gonna try to use that max loss bonus, but gotta start winning rounds.
Definitely. Great retake from Eastonks there. It was an excellent hit from UV1. And now you got to remember as well, those players didn't have armor, so it was a little bit easier with the AKs. But still, Eastonks with a great retake. In particular, that Molly Flex just absolutely had nowhere to go. So they were able to clear that one player out completely for free. And then the rest of it, they just ended up having the numbers advantage. Nice job by Eastonks there, looking better than I expected, honestly. I'm impressed so far.
Yeah.
We'll see how they continue to play against this gun round with some nice and little nade stacking there. But yeah, Eastonks are looking good.
Yeah, it's usually... Nice shot, Devi. That's usually UV1's game. The nade stacks, they usually get good work out of that, but so far it's been Eastonks that have been slowing down UV1 in this matchup so far. So they're down to a 4v5 here. Deimos there does have the op. Interesting to see if they are able to get any sort of picks before going on here. They do have banana control, but fire is making it a little bit awkward for them, that's for sure. 50 seconds still left in the round. They are slowly starting to consider getting up into this B site.
Yeah, and they would go up against the two stack here with Flare as well, rotating. Eastonks starting to read this. Here comes the hit, though. We got lots to play with.
Yeah, that's a ton of smoke going down, but Flare opens it up, getting one. We're watching Sky just spray wildly, picking up two. Lil Clone also taking down Vampy, and unexpected victory. Just don't have an answer yet for the defense of Eastonks.
Yeah, you know, you can call it luck for Sky there, but at the same time, UV1 did not put themselves in a very good position in that situation, and they didn't have very many options, to be fair. They kind of had to check because they had that smoke wall going across the front of the site. That made them vulnerable to CT, so just a bit of a tough situation there. AK spraying through. Nice defense once again by Eastonks. Unexpected victory do scrape together a bye here, so they really are going to need this one. You can see their money. They're going to have to save again, even on max loss bonus, if they don't win here. So UV1 definitely looking for their first win of the game, and Eastonks definitely doing a great show as Devi with a nice quick scope there. He's been...
Devi has definitely been doing some work since he's gotten the op. Has made things very, very difficult for UV1. And UV1 looks like they're at least making noise through Banana again, but might decide to switch it up. One of the things about UV1 on this map has been kind of like their hits towards A have been kind of weaker, and so it has limited some of their options. And if they're getting snuffed out with their hits towards the B site, it might force them into A, which again, they just seem to have been less clean since the last time we watched. It's been a little bit since we watched them on Inferno, so it is entirely possible that they've practiced it all more. But we'll have to see how it goes, as they do look like they are just going to try to get that hit onto the B site once again. As even Eglet has gone through long to go through. It's hard to help him join them. Little Clone trades. Alpha taking him down. Guy there, down to 9 HP, took a ton of damage from smoke, and eventually Alpha will take him out. So we got a 3v3 situation here. The rotates coming through. They're all coming up Banana.
Yeah, they're in a great position now, UV1. They have a little time to reposition for the defense of the bomb, and they had some good smoke set up, and all these players you see approaching from Banana, and that Molly missing is not going to help them.
Yeah, this is a relatively good setup here for UV1. Deimos opens up, taking down Holy. Alpha walks around the corner to take out 1-1. He trades with Flare. But Flare is now by himself, and that bomb is taken away. Can he even get out of here to try to save his bug if he wanted to? No, he will not. Eglet will take him down. UV1 finally take a round. It's now 1-5, but it is a nice one for them.
Yep, well done there. Flare needed a miracle to win that one. UV1 play it just perfectly. So they do win the round that they really needed to win. You can see even now they barely scraped together a bye once again. So good job, though, by UV1. Very nice hit, just clean shots. And I think that, there's a P90 on the server. Everybody, stop the presses. Stop what you're doing. We have a P90. Flare has picked up a P90. And I wonder if this is why, Johnny. I wonder if this is one of those players. We were talking about how when Flare pops off, Eastonks seem to do well. Wonder if he's one of those players who, is a bit of a wild card.
I love it. Let's see. Flex here. Just barely missing it on Sky. He's got I was going to say he might have to no-scope this one, but he didn't. He just landed the shot. And then Lil Clone dry peeks when you very, very clearly knew Flex was there. That's a bit of a yikes, but UV1 will certainly take that. They're having a clean round for them. It's 5v1. Devi, last one standing here. He misses his own op shot, eventually finds Eglet, but Deimos will take him down as they swarm the site. UV1 take 2 in a row.
I don't know what happened to Eastonks this round. They looked very clean and very disciplined, but in this round, they just sort of bought a P90 and started dry peeking random corners for no reason. I mean, even that first kill that Flex ended up getting was a player who he had initially missed, who just pushed alone into the flash.
Yeah.
Very odd from Eastonks there, and UV1 are rewarded with, being able to just play anti-eco right here.
Aggressively push towards Banana in case UV1 themselves push there. This is wild. They're flashing and going in now. They're trying to get it done with pistols. Alphite's going to spray down a couple. Sky ended up taking down Flex, but Alphite's still standing. We'll take down one more. He took down 3 in total. Lil Clone taking out another. So it's still, now it's a 2v2 as Lil Clone picks up that op.
Why was Deimos there with the bomb? Very, very unusual situation, and now they got guns.
Vampy with a little bit of a jiggle peek there, forces out a shot, and somehow is still alive as Lil Clone is hanging out here in the smoke. Trying to get through mid, but Eglet runs away. Somehow, this wild round, a 2v2, and look at UV1. They're going to meet up with Flare within a great spot. What a spray transfer. He missed the first one, though, so Vampy ends up taking him out, but Vampy's now down to 8 HP.
This is smart from Vampy. Turns back around.
Oh!
No, you've got to be kidding me. Vampy had the perfect read, but the timing just completely domes him.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was just harrowing to watch. So unlucky.
Yeah.
Very hard to come back from something like that emotionally. That just sucks, man.
Yeah, that one, that one sucks. That's the appropriate word. Here we go, UV1. Going through mid.
Official game nomenclature. It sucks.
Yeah, it sucks. What can you say? UV1 back up a little bit here, but Alphite going to push through the smoke and the flash. DR Wolf gets the fight on Banana. Alphite comes out on top. Lil Clone did take down Flex. Here's Vampy doing Vampy things. Taken down, too, with headshots.
That's Vampy. Nice play by Alphite, too. Good job on Banana from both those UV1 players. Going to put them in a 4 versus 1. Flare would need a miracle once again.
Yeah.
But they are going towards A.
They're at least going to where he is. Spray down a couple here. He gets at least one. Trying to throw down a molly. Get something down here. It does a little bit of damage to them. Bomb, though, still gets planted. Gotta face this wall of smoke and still has to take out 3 players if he wants to do it. Might consider saving, considering the money situation is getting rough for Eastonks now. But he's still sticking around.
Might be wanted to go for it. They don't have, like you said, the money is not great. Looks like maybe he's just looking for exits here. As he does, I just want to once again talk about what happened with that last round where Eastonks just had no money. But it was Deimos who was holding onto the op at bottom mid and opping towards Banana against players who had picked up his friend's guns. I just do not understand why the call didn't come through. They're all pushing. Get to A. there's nobody on A and they're on pistols. It was very, very unusual to me,
Yeah.
what we saw there. So who knows? I mean, UV1 have clinched playoffs already, so whatever. But
They're
you
just
still want to win this one, right?
Yeah,
you want to
well,
keep your
yeah.
momentum going.
Momentum,
And we heard from from the player last week in the interview that exactly they are just going to play this as if it's just another match. They are not. Maybe they'll try a couple of new strats or a new map, but they are not releasing from. They're not letting up on the gas at all. Is the plan. Some of their plays have looked a little unusual in this game.
Yeah, and I touched on in that same interview on like whether they want to add some maps to their pool, and I feel like they really want Inferno to be in the pool. As we watch Flare and Flex trade here, Devi able to take down Flex, so that still will be a 4v3 now. But and yeah, so I feel like they really want. I think they like Inferno. I like Inferno. I think it's a very important map to be in your pool. And UV1, again, their only losses have been on this map as Sky hits a 1D. And Coley now dealing with Aglet. But he's got to deal with Vampy coming right in front of his face, too. Vampy now by himself, though. He's going to do this 1v2. He gets a little bit of damage onto Sky. But here's Devi walking up short. Going to make it real difficult for Vampy to pull this one off. He's got the bomb, but he doesn't really have time to plant it without someone coming right at him. If you can use some of that utility, it might help, that's for sure. But right now, both sides are just playing fairly quiet. He did hear a couple footsteps, so he knows one is in pit. Flash is coming out. No one peeks, though. Oh, Vampy. Yeah, they just eventually overwhelm him.
So tough. You got to wonder if maybe just sticking the plant was the play, forced them out of those spots. He didn't know where the other player was, potentially, is the thing. So, tough round there. Nice job by Eastonks.
But, yeah,
I agree with you about adding Inferno to the pool, and I think, that's what you use these games for. You still try your hardest, but you play on less familiar maps, try to get something added, try to get reps on another map. But, Inferno does seem to be stumbling. Even though, like I said, I'm not too sad about not seeing a lot of Dust 2 and Mirage. I think this team that we've got with UV1, I think that one of those two maps, like Dust 2 in particular, I really think that might be the call. That might be what I would choose if I was the coach. These guys are more experienced than me, of course, but I don't know. Something about this team makes me feel like they would just wreck some folks on Dust 2. Yeah,
potentially, but right now they seem to like many of the maps that have a few more closer corners. There's Flex hitting a nice shot around that corner. Flare, though, waiting for a couple here, will turn out and take down Vampy. Alphite, though, quickly takes down Flare, but looks like he unfortunately TK'd Damos. Devi now sitting on top of there, will get taken down. 2v2 situation left here. Flex, though, down to 10 HP.
Bomb.
But the bomb,
It's way out in mid. They're going to have to get back, and like you said, Flex is very, very low.
Oh, Sky gets him behind both of them, just sprays them both down. 8-3 lead now for Eastonks. Looking to take this half.
And there's definitely some improvements to be made in terms of just coordinating exactly how you're hitting sites with UV1. That's the second time the bomb's been left in a very awkward spot on an A hit. So if they can maybe, they are getting the position, they're getting their trades in, they just don't seem to have the positioning quite to follow up on those trades and on that control.
Devi on the scout will hit 2 shots to take down Alphite.
How many rounds have UV1 been forced onto Deagles? It feels like 5 or 6 rounds or something. Very unfortunate on the T side. I think their CT side will be stronger anyway, but they definitely need, their T side needs work, and I'm sure this is part of what they, part of the plan is getting, it's totally different to play in an actual match than it is to play in scrims. So, or in league matches, I should say.
Yeah, and to me it just seems like, and this map in particular, not meaning to just like keep beating a dead horse or anything with the same point, but it's that their execution on some certain plays, like is almost there. It's just like something about it is just a little bit off, and then it ends up making them miss shots that maybe they don't normally miss because maybe they're slightly uncomfortable. I'm not entirely dialed in on what exactly it is, but
Yeah, what you're seeing is just like one player out of position. It's just a little bit of an issue on the timings of some of these things. Yeah, they know this is the strategy. This is what we're supposed to do broadly, but one player is just a little bit behind or a little bit off on the angle. That's what you're seeing. And yeah, it definitely comes from learning a new map.
yeah, Deimos taken down one for the trade, and then we watch Egglet and Vampy take down a couple more for themselves. So quickly, we're down to a 2v1. They're getting this plant off. We'll see if Coley can clutch this.
Yeah, they both picked up guns, and they are, fingers crossed for UV1 fans, likely to win an eco. Just as we were talking about how they're a little bit disjointed, they just win on frags.
Yeah. Well, sometimes you just gotta reverse caster curse. You talk badly about them.
Yeah.
And they do it. Vampy finishing
you
off
go.
the round. We'll get that cleanly. This might actually, with that eco, force the other team into a little bit of a safe situation. So very, very big round for UV1 to take. Definitely favorites coming into this next round here. And then they'll be within 3. And heck, if they end this whole thing 8-7, everything I've said up till now is almost null.
Well, I talked about it before. Anybody who is able to even do this well against UV1, I think, is an impressive team. So, keep an eye out for that. But we got to push down mid here.
Yeah, they're going in it real aggressively. Trades, Flex, and Coley taking one each, but still puts down to a 4v4. Coley looking for more. Same with
ready
Flares
for
who walks
Vampy.
up, but Vampy and Alpha will take down a couple. And we watch Coley shut down Vampy here, and now 2v2, able to pick up this AK. Coley's going to find Alpha. He tries to spray over towards Deimos, but Deimos ends up winning that. And all of a sudden, we're in a 1v1, both of them with AKs.
Wow.
Winning that one. So, UV1 win an eco, then Eastonks reply by winning an eco of their own.
That's the second time UV1 have been completely unprepared for a very aggressive pistol push. First time it was down banana, this time it was down mid, and somehow UV1, I don't know, maybe Eastonks are just really good at those. They do seem to be playing it well, but at the same time, you'd think a couple of UV1 players might have been good for more than one kill there. Kind of unusual for UV1 to be caught so off guard by just that kind of weird little cheeky play.
Yeah, they just weren't able to handle it this time around. As Devi then also takes down Egglet. Coley trying to work on Flex here in the mid, but down to 8 HP. Vampy tries to do a signature Vampy play, but Coley this time ready for it.
Yep, nice flick by Coley.
Yeah.
Really quick there. Looked really impressive. So let's take him down to a 2v5. This is okay. Unexpected victory on a save. Even
nice flash assist. Real nice flash.
Yeah,
assist.
good flash there. Even a 10-5, probably UV1 would be okay with it. But not. They don't love it. I'll say that. They'd rather have a 9-6 or an 8-7.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're looking for a 10-5 here. But it's definitely not at all guaranteed. Eastonks have looked great on the CT side. Inferno, they've got some nice aggression and some good skill in their shooting to be able to go to toe with UV1 like this. So impressive stuff from Eastonks here.
Ooh.
And lots of early utility damage. This is so many rounds where this is happening. Eastonks have been playing this map a lot.
Alpha walks through the fire, gets down to 1 HP. Almost surprised little clone there, but ended up just taking too much damage. So 5v4 now.
History. Eastonks do appear to play Inferno as often as they can, especially recently. It's no wonder that they're so good on it here, that they definitely have got a lot more reps on it recently. They're a lot fresher on this map than UV1, and it's definitely coming through. You can see Eastonks are experts at this map.
Yeah, definitely seems the case that this is their map, and who knows, maybe a potential playoff preview in the future could be exciting. Of course, every time you kind of you lose one of these best of ones, you're like, oh man, I wish it was a best of 3, and you just want to play that team again. But Flare and Coley quickly take down Egglet and Vampy. So Deimos and Flex are the last two here to try to do something. They're walking up banana. potentially will meet up with Devi with the top here. Just barely missed just below the elbow. So he's going to be forced to go into Garden and try to defend from there. But rotating over is Sky too as well. He's chilling on this side of the smoke. They don't expect it. Sky takes him down.
Yeah, and nice there from Sky. Just, was able to use the sound cue of the very dying embers of the Molly to be to get that info and peek out there, knowing the exact position after that sound cue. So just nice job from Sky, and unlucky from UV1. They pushed as soon as the Molly extinguished, but there's that little moment before the animation, after the animation goes away, but before the actual flames are gone, where you can hear it. And UV1 got totally screwed by that. It can happen sometimes, where that type of thing. That round could have played out completely differently if that sound cue hadn't been.
Yeah. Definitely a tough situation now for UV1. But what was that last big comeback they had? Was it 11? Was it worse than this? I think it was. Was it 12?
I think they might have done a 12-3 comeback.
Yeah, they made a 12-3 comeback. So everything is plausible, but you got to play near perfect to get this one here. And they got to do it on the CT side, which. Well, this map is kind of fickle sometimes.
Yeah, I would, judging by the first half, I would definitely expect more from UV1 on the CT side. It's just a little bit simpler, especially on Inferno. But at the same time, Eastonks had excellent aggression on CT, so definitely their T side is going to be scary.
They're already moving through here. They're getting through long, and maybe we're going to think about cycling over towards the B, but Vappy's going to stop that.
Damn!
And if we just get more of that, that will definitely help.
The individual plays, we all remembered, I'm not sure if I said this before, but we all remember that legendary Inferno match from Revelite. And Vampy's had those on Inferno as well. That often is what takes UV1 through Inferno, is amazing individual plays. So Vampy looking to step up here. Already has had some great rounds, but hasn't been able to put those rounds, convert those into wins just yet very often.
Yeah, hasn't been consistent for anyone really on UV1 to allow them, because the rounds they did win, they won pretty impressively, but just consistency just wasn't there. So let's see how Eastonks get onto this B site with 40 seconds left. They are starting to use the utility on it. Damos here, waiting here with this USP one tap. Good start there. Coley does take down Egglet, but they're still walking over here. Damos, can he handle this? He grabs another one. Looking to get around this corner for take out Flare. Little clone up in a nice spot. Will finally take down Damos. Get the bomb planted here. Flare takes down another one. We're back to 2v2. Alphite and Flex, the newest members of the team, got to take this out. Working down Lil Clone, taking him out. Flare behind that pillar. Gets on a little bit of damage here. They're trying to walk up forward, but Flare with a nice headshot takes down Alphite. Can he do it again? Can he clutch this out? Flare! Incredible shooting on the Glock. Gets himself 3K on the pistol round. Puts Eastonks up 12-4.
Yeah, UV1 had a 4v2, and they just couldn't convert there. Great shots from that player standing up above the smoke on sort of the oranges stacked there. Able to get that initial player coming in. And yeah, this is a flare game. Turns out Eastonks have a trend, and they are sticking to it with a 12-4 scoreline. They're looking excellent on Inferno.
Ooh, and look at this aggressive push here. Bunch of Mag-10s and the one Galil. They're just going straight forward. They get onto the site here. Can UV1 handle it? Alphite takes down one, but Coley, Flare, Devi will take down everyone else. Only Flex and Mappy alive. They got to rotate on over to try to retake against 4.
And it's going to be very difficult with a Deagle and a USP. Especially because one player has already revealed himself. That's Flex.
Oh, Coley just
be overwhelmed.
W gamer over here, just walking forward, taking down Flex, and now it's just Vampy there with the 1D.
Stonks are a bit of a team of W gamers, it seems.
Yeah.
Lots of aggression.
And we've seen that with UV1. When a team is just out-aggresses UV1, as long as they can match it with good aim, they tend to mess with what UV1 try to do, and it's showing up today. And we came into this one, you know, trying to do the whole transitive property thing because we saw Eastonks' matchups against similar teams that UV1 have played against. UV1 dominated those other teams, and Eastonks lost to some of them or had close games to some of them. So we thought this should be UV1's, but hey, sometimes it's just a stylistic thing. And again, like you were touching on, it seems like Inferno is the pick for Eastonks, so maybe it's just also just them playing on their best map.
Big name from Vampy.
That started there. That nade did definitely help the Outfight to get at least a trade here. Vampy's gonna walk up and grab another one. He will. Flex came over and helped grab a couple for himself too as well. So this is finally a good round for UV1. Devi right there in shorts. Last one left. He'll take him down. Good round from Vampy. Got 2. Flex grabbing 2 as well. 5-13 though.
Yeah, Eastonks just throwing away the bonus there. It was a nice idea. They had a great flash. Even flashed Vampy, who was quite tucked in behind in pit there. But then they just all kind of ran out the balcony and into the crosshairs of UV1. So nice job on the defense there. And Eastonks do lose the bonus. They're back on the buy, but it's not the best buy. You can see Deagle and SMG there involved. And once again, they're taking utility damage at the top of the round.
Yeah, looks like Eastonks wanted to go quickly once again, but Molly's will at least slow it down for now. As Damos tries to set up the one-way there. And slower around here for Eastonks. See if that works.
They're just not quite yet willing to give up on this banana hit. And in fact, yeah, they're setting up for a full-on execute. So these two players on B, it's going to be Damos and Egglet, I believe, normally.
Yeah. Vampy is coming over to help, but will get there in time. Coley takes down one. Egglet just trying to survive, will not do so as Devi takes him out, but here comes Vampy flashing out, trying to get into garden here. He takes down 2, but behind them is Sky. Bomb planted, 2 people left. Flex and Alphite. Again, the new boys on the team. Gotta try to clutch this out. But Sky sprays down through the smoke, taking down Flex, all up to Alphite now.
Alphite on his own. Against 3 with a FAMAS. If you got 2 rounds to play with, but it looks like he is going to do just that. And another nice hit from Eastonks. And yeah, UV1 simply weren't ready for the aggression there. You even saw Damos had a nade out when they swung. And so as he was throwing that molly to try to back off. Right. Oh, no.
Yeah, Alphite wanted to wait for a while, not sure who's behind him, and thought he had enough time to maybe get one frag.
But he just missed the shot. It was a tough shot to hit. He had very little room to breathe. But yeah, you know, they just rushed past Damos's molly, and it's like you say, I think that this level of aggression really isn't what UV1 is used to, and it might be a little bit of a kryptonite for them. That they take time to set up. The longer the rounds go, the more likely UV1 are to win them. And so these types of rounds where they just fly out so early at unexpected times.
Ooh.
UV1 are struggling. Nice job by Vampy.
Oh, Vampy's still adding to his highlight reel at the very least. He gets another one there, surprising. Alone. Damos going for that 1D again, but just barely missed it out on the head. There's a little bit of damage to Devi, but they are heading towards his B site once again. See if
and UV1, you can see, are totally giving it up.
Oh, Egglet, though, in that spot on planters that's worked so well for him before. He got at least one, but Devi finishes them off. 3v3 for the retake. Vampy coming up. Banana will potentially meet up with Flare there. Oh, Flare backed off right when he peeked around the corner. UV1 starting to get the hit in there. Nice timing. Vampy's going to come out, take Flare while he was distracted to the other side. Picking up the AK now, too. Starting to move onto the site here. Guy takes down one. Vampy avenges his teammates, starting the defuse, but Devi's causing a lot of trouble. Vampy down to 1 HP.
Gotta save.
Has just got to get out of there. It'll put it onto map point here. 15-5. Vampy doesn't get that save off. Couldn't get out of the bomb range in time. And now UV1 trying to win 10 in a row here to scrape into this game.
Yeah, map point. 15-5. Eastonks just flying around corners and having their crosshairs in the right place. They're looking great right now, and UV1 have one more full buy. We've got to make the most of it right here.
Oh.
Knife comes through.
Very nice.
Flare is low.
Yeah, basically, we did our market analysis right off the hop, and we sold too early. But Egglet and Deimos here trying to make at least something interesting here in this round. Egglet trying the planter's play once again. Spotted out immediately.
That smoke hit a body. It probably didn't land exactly where they would like it to, but it still will help them.
Flare moving back inside. Want to deal with Vampy walking up here. And they just team up so at least someone takes out Vampy. 3v2. Flare in a great spot here. Just shoots through the smoke and times it well. Taking down Flex. V2 starting off here. Flare starting to shoot so Alpha can tell where he is through that smoke. So that is a nicely played round for UV1, but they got to win 9 more just like that.
Yeah, and that one was a bit harrowing. Deimos and Egglet are having to do some weird little things, weird little weaselly tricks on B in order to get themselves into an advantage. It's working, but that, for instance, what they just did with the both players stacked up around the corner definitely isn't going to be working every time. I like the identification from Deimos that the smoke wasn't quite perfect that Eastonks were throwing, and so he finds a gap, gets a kill out of that for free, and backs off. It's nice from Deimos, a good adaptation, exactly the type of thing Deimos, you know, with a really, really high Counter-Strike IQ is going to be able to do. But you can't trick them every round.
Oh, speaking of tricking them.
Where is Vampy looking?
Yeah, a little close. Just gets right in behind them. But at least Alpha with that shot will even up the numbers. But we got a hero rifle situation right now for Eastonks. Slow Clone having the one rifle, but means UV1 really want to take the rest of this round cleanly. Losing Vampy already kind of hurts. He only has $50.
And they've recovered a rifle off of that as well on this eco. Gonna toss it back. Coley. Gonna toss it. They're passing this rifle around. I like it. Egglet is alone with an SMG on site. And so there once again, Egglet needs a kill here.
Yeah, definitely needs
Flex
one.
has got good instincts here.
Ooh, Flex able to grab the
How did
one
he
roamer
know?
on that side.
Just a great lure.
Egglet trying to slow him down with this volley here. They try to walk through it. Egglet will grab one, but it's a trade. You can slow them down here still a little bit longer while the rest of them are starting to rotate here once you watch Flare get this plant off. Deimos trying to get some work done here in Garden. Will find Devi. Forces himself to walk up. Takes out the other in Fountain. Flex actually taking that one there. So, ooh, 2 down, 8 to go for UV1.
Yeah, and you wanted clean, and it wasn't the cleanest, but there were some nice plays. UV1 definitely still individually looked great. I love that read from Flex to, you know, wait for that player coming in towards the A site, trying to flank and trying to, you know, surprise those players wrapping through connector. Still, Eastonks are threatening. This game is so dangerous for UV1, and still Eastonks are able to buy. They go for a deagle once again for one of the players, but that was a save from Eastonks. It still looks scary.
Ooh, Flex though opens up this one nicely, grabbing one of those. Vampy here just here's Flare going there to flip around that corner, take him down. Good start again for UV1, 5 versus 3 now.
Yeah, nice job by Flex and Vampy here. I think that Eastonks are going to find mid is a more difficult spot to take than Banana against UV1 in this form. It is Vampy and Flex there, Op and Star Rifler. Egglet and Deimos are no slouches, but right now B seems to be a little bit more vulnerable.
Yeah, they've definitely at least got implants even on the rounds that they've lost here recently, so it's worked out for them. But right now they are playing around in apps. Eventually wanting to make a hit through here at some point. Here's Little Clone throwing out that smoke. Flash walk in there, but Alphite takes him down right away. No help from the rest of the team. Foley walking through short, gets taken down by Alphite as well. Now, Devi 1v5, 1v none. 3 in a row for UV1. Clean round.
There you go. Bringing it to a 0v5 situation. E-Stonks definitely not in their favor in that round after everybody was dead. UV1, like you say, put them back onto a save. So, yep, slowly clawing their way back in this game. I'm not ready to start hyping up yet.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it still is a very, very low chance.
Oh.
The rush coming in. Huge damage.
Yeah, this time.
No.
UV1.
It's D-Day coming up Inferno mid.
Everyone's just walking through, just fire and bomb and thunder and people being taken down. Vampy spraying down Rumble and then turning around the corner, getting his third, switching over to the USP. Gonna get out a nade and back off so he can reload his gun, but definitely did a ton of damage here. He's just was ready.
E-Stonks trying to storm the beaches there, being racked with artillery fire. And yeah, this save not going as well as some of the E-Stonks saves in the past. They have so few options. That the last few times that they've been able to, you know, go up and take unfavorable trades, at least they've gotten map position. At this point, not even that is the case. They are up banana, which UV1 have been sort of giving B anyway.
All right, Egglet trying to deal with a couple on him while the rest are starting to rotate over. So he's got friends now. Crossfire is available. He'll take down one. Egglet didn't need his friends. He's got this fight held down.
Yeah, Vampy and Egglet with the full house there. 3 and 2. Nice job by Egglet. And E-Stonks had no choice but to spread out in the way that they did because they knew the players would be coming from CTs and they had no smoke. So UV1 just play it exactly the way they need to. Egglet finding the 1v1s. Nice job there. 9 to 15. I'm still not excited, John.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm just like thinking back to the ecos that they lost and stuff. You're like, man, if they start starting to chain together these rounds, but those earlier rounds they lost that they really should have won. Clutches that came through from E-Stonks, and obviously credit to their team, but it's made a difficult situation now here for UV1, but they've gotten 4 in a row here. Definitely just kind of, you know, just watching. Again, like you said, try not to get too excited about things because obviously one round is the whole thing's over.
Yep. Whole thing's over in 1 round, and this is a gun round. UV1 still struggling, but still with a better buy than E-Stonks, still with more utility, and Flex on the op. Can't ever, ever count him out of the game.
Yeah, you wonder if there's ever going to be a round where E-Stonks just has to go, okay, let's just like save 2 rounds in a row and then have full utility and everything with them, but they kind of save 1 and buy up as much as they can. It's just like you lack some utility when you do that. Little Clone, meanwhile, just meets up with Vampy, and Vampy gets the better of him. Egglet and Deimos then clean up a couple more, but Devi and Coley clean them up now. So they're getting this plant off. This is going to be a nice molly that's going to force them back here. Devi, in fact, gets taken down by the nade, so it's just Coley by himself trying to defend against 3. He will not, as Alphite takes him down. UV1 are in double digits.
Man, Flex is good. That is awesome. I love seeing that. It's just, he doesn't have the op shots, but he knows the default plant. He knows what utility he has, doesn't hesitate, goes for it, and just nets himself a kill with a grenade. Like, I don't know, man. It's that kind of thing. It's a basic thing, but when Counter-Strike players do it so quickly and so smoothly, it just makes my heart happy, and Flex just did it right there. They are now onto a double op setup. We know Deimos is always the sort of the alternate or secondary opper, and I think that double ops, Flex has been very successful. Deimos' aim has been on point as usual. I think double ops are a great option here.
Yeah, definitely great there. And E-Stonks starting to try to play a little slower for themselves, I guess. Instead of kind of like rushing into it, there's been a lot of nade stacking, and Molly is going out early from UV1. So E-Stonks letting them kind of use that out first and see if they can finally make a hit. They've not really hit A whole ton of times. They've been just kind of going to the well over to B over and over again. It hasn't quite worked out for them so far, but right now maybe they are going towards the A site. They're at least making noise here.
They are looking for this. A nice setup here. The balcony spot has caught them off guard in the past. And Vampy from on site will be deadly. And yeah, they are not going to expect this off backside at all. They've been throwing out pretty good flashes for the hits. And we'll see if this fake, it's a bit of
They just trying to walk through
Never
there, but Vampy just says no.
Forget it.
Flex
Forget what I
also
was
saying
saying.
no. Damo's taking another round, too. Okay, 11-5. 6 in a row for UV1 on this run so far. Eco coming in for Eastonks. That's all I'm going to say about that.
That's all. Yeah, we're leaving it at that. There's no other context to provide. We're just telling you about the state of the game. Still double op setup, still an eco like you said, and yeah, they didn't even. I don't believe Deimos even got any action there from the op on B site. Oh, okay.
Yep. That's not fun. Deimos missing his shot there though. Unfortunately, gonna throw down another molly to try to slow him down. Egglet will definitely help out from that planner position. Deimos goes down to 2 HP, but still alive. Has enough time to at least use his utility.
You gotta love Flair just running through 2 mollies
Yeah.
right in a row. He's just like, nope, it worked for me before, and it is going to work again. I am peaking this.
Devi's had to have gotten the communication from a teammate that Egglet is up here.
Egglet is here, yeah. They could have expected him to drop. Wow, the timing's so close there.
Yeah. Devi's just trying to chase him down.
This is actually kind of sick. Devi might find this.
Yeah, he's right behind them. Egglet, no idea.
For free, wow.
He's able to get
Nice
that.
play.
They got the site now. The bomb's going to come over, so 2v2 here. See if they get the bomb here in time.
Coley is still really low, and Devi is staying on site.
Oh! I think Flex wasn't even prepared for the person crossing right there. Nice nade, though.
Nade.
It's them real low.
So close to killing Coley with that nade. Would have been amazing after my compliments of Flex. Now I like this, stacked up in the same position, but that
Nice
molly
volley.
hits them.
Huge. That's just going to leave Devi here, who's just looking at this fire going, how do I deal with this? They throw down
There's
the
no
smoke.
way
They
they
start
expect
to defuse. Flex will take him down, help his team out here. East Dogs put down together a really good round, but UV1.
That is a nail biter right there. Definitely had the opportunity. Just went out and sprayed just a little bit off on the position of the bomb.
Yeah.
And the 5-7 kill in the end, switching. Oh man, that is rough. And I think this is good attack pause from Eastonk says. They've lost 7 in a row. So they are not happy with how the game is going. UV1 have definitely put up a very respectable fight, regardless of the outcome of the match in the end. But against a full gun round now, the question is, can they continue it? Vampy on 26 frags, top of the server.
Yeah.
Of Flair there.
Alpha at 23 as well, 22 for Flex, so tons of people stepping up, certainly on this CT side right now for UV1. And again, they throw out a bunch of early utility towards Banana, making sure they don't run through there quick and don't think nice. Lil Clone walking up, trying to get some damage down, but he actually takes the brunt of it. So a little bit of damage, chip damage onto Eastonks. Vampy walking towards quad. Want to relax there for a little bit. Banana Troll giving up here to Eastonks. They're now able to walk through this, but UV1 have been content on staying at the back of the site. Just waiting for them to aggress.
Hey, you do the smoke. No, you do the smoke. Flair's like, fine.
They're firing it out now. At least making a ton of noise by the B site. Maybe gonna draw some rotations over. Vampy is still chilling there, but they notice the hit isn't right away, so Flex is coming back towards the A site. 35 seconds left to go, and double fake as they are now going towards B again.
Once again, stacked up the B defenders. And they are holding fast. They're going to need to do a lot of work here. The hit is about to come in.
Here it comes. comes. Molly's down. Flair's just going to walk into the fire once again. So will Sky, and Deimos and Egglet will finish those two off. Coley, he'll wait for the fire to dissipate, but still gets taken down anyway. Egglet then is just going to jump down and finish down Devi. UV1 within 2.
The mid-air spray down from Egglet just to drive the point home. The stack coming in on B. That is so good from UV1. And they are still, Eastonk still on max loss bonus, still able to buy guns. But, man, that is a statement from the B defenders saying this site is now closed for business. Head somewhere else, please.
Yeah.
Lovely from Deimos on the opening kills.
There was a time early on, it looked like B was a little bit weaker and they could go to it, but they've maybe figured something out over here, has Egglet and Deimos, and they've been snuffing them out, at least in the past 7 rounds. But they're going for it again. Deimos opens up the round, taking one down. Flair also down to 10 HP. And now 0 HP. Deimos grabs that one. He can throw out another Molly. Vampy coming in to help too as well. He's going to throw out a nade in the middle of that smoke. Wanted to get a little bit more than that, but flashing through with a walk up. Devi's in an interesting spot. And he will take down 2. Absolutely huge play by Devi, but Deimos here is still waiting for them to walk up to it. But the bomb isn't here at all. Deimos now with 3. The bomb is going the other way. Alphite here on the defense for right here.
There's no way they expect Alphite, but does he expect them?
Oh, the trigger discipline. He waits for a moment so he knows he can line up the shot. Takes them both down. UV1 within 1.
And amazing from Alphite at the end, but I gotta shout out Deimos.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
You think B site is weak? You think it's weak? He says.
Deimos.
Completely shutting him down both times, switching back and forth, hitting headshots. Egglet coming up. The Robin to Deimos' Batman on the B defense. This is so awesome, and Eastonks are on a very weak buy now.
Yeah, and I touched on it earlier, like, hey, is there going to be a time where Eastonks decide to eco 2 rounds, use the max loss bonus to have a lot of utility and they don't do that at any point. And now look at this. In a round that could force overtime, they got some Khalils, they got the one SMG. It is very awkward here for Eastonks, and UV1 are favored in this round, but they're going to B again. Can Deimos and Egglet stuff them once again?
Once again, switching.
Oh, Sky gets started, though. Deimos takes down 1, but that might not be enough. The 4 people here are getting this plant down. 3 from UV1 have to retake.
Bomb has just been planted in there, mostly out of UV1.
Nice job by Vampy. He tries to go aggressive and take down another. Here's Alpha getting into it, but Flex is the one grabbing the frags. 1v1 situation here. Op versus AK.
Flex has no info, but he does have a smoke.
Smoke certainly can potentially help here, but again, like you said, just doesn't really know where he is, and that bomb is ticking away. He's just got to go for it. He fakes. Devi walks out and takes him down! And despite 9 rounds in a row, almost pulling off the miracle. In the end, Eastonks take it 16-14.
Absolute tragedy. Unbelievable. Such an amount of grit from UV1 in this match. Eastonks came out, completely decimated them on the T side, and Eastonks looked amazing. They looked like they had Inferno completely solved, and UV1 looked, out of sorts, not like themselves. And they came back in the CT side with an incredible discipline and fire and almost made it happen, Johnny. But man, Eastonks definitely have to give credit to them for doing this up against UV1, and UV1, have got to be heartbroken because they just put their heart and soul into that match.
Yeah. And what was kind of looking like the story might have been, should they start avoiding Inferno? Is this really not like their map for them? Can they not pull these things off? And And the other story being, we just thought Eastonks was going to be a weaker team against UV1 just based on other matchups, but obviously Eastonks came out to a gigantic lead. It was 15-5. UV1 then kind of got their ducks in a row and figured things out and were holding it down. They kept going through banana every single hit.
Yeah.
I think maybe they went to A once, maybe.
Yeah.
And yeah, for a little while at the beginning of the half, it looked like they were going into it, but Eglin and Damos were shutting them down over and over and over again. The one time at the end there, they only picked off like a 1-for-1 or 2-for-1. It just wasn't enough, and they tried to go for this free take. It ended up a 1v1 situation, but he had the op, which makes it so awkward to do that with.
Yeah. Yeah, if anybody could do it with the op, it would be Flex, but just did not manage to get the flick. And Alphite so close on the spray transfer as well, as I was just looking back, so close to getting into a 2v1, which they almost certainly would have found the round. So, yeah, amazing attempt there by UV1 and an excellent performance by Eastonks there. Look out for them in the playoffs for sure. That is a fun team because like you say, it's a stylistic mismatch for UV1. Their aggression, pushing past mollies right as they're thrown, pushing in with their pistols on eco rounds all together, hugging the wall, doing random stuff, buying a P90. It's an exciting team. I'm glad they're in the playoffs, even though I wish UV1 had found this win. I'm still glad that they have clinched the playoffs because that's a fun team to watch.
Yeah, and I want to see a rematch. Obviously, I want to see this team on other maps again. It might have been a situation where Inferno is just kind of their best map. I don't know, maybe.
It definitely was partly Inferno. They're just more comfortable on Inferno, that's for sure, which makes it all the more impressive what UV1 was able to do.
So, folks, I'm gonna touched on it before. After losses, I'm opting to not do an interview, and that's a really tough one too in general.
Let's let them chill out after that.
Yeah, definitely, just let them kind of chill out after that game. But an absolutely huge one, and I hope the UV1 guys, maybe after the initial shock of we almost had it, if they can go back and go, hey man, just check our mentals. Look how much to get all the way back there. 9 rounds in a row and 1 away from overtime. It was there. And the mental of this team, beyond everything, beyond the flicks, beyond the crazy vamp plays, behind Flex doing op things, beyond Damos holding it down with his AUG, beyond all of those things, the mentals of this team is what impresses me the most, because I get tilted. I'm gone in this game, right? I'm playing this game. I was checked out round 10. The game was over. But this team,
fair enough.
somehow pulled
that doesn't
it off.
happen to them, and it never has. That's been one of their strengths all throughout. All the times we've been casting them. Their mental is excellent. It always has been, and it's just a great team atmosphere, clearly, that they're able to pull off stuff like this. So great work. Can't wait to see Eastonks and in the playoffs, and UV1 have already clinched playoffs. They will soldier on, and we'll see them soon.
All right, that's gonna be it from us, folks. Wes, would you like to plug anything kind of going on with you?
I'm RamboCast in the chat. You can follow me on Twitch. You can also follow me on Twitter at RamboCast with no S at the end. So hit me up. I'm almost ready with a demo that I'll be releasing, and then everybody can check that out. It's for Valorant only, so go check that out. I'm trying to do more Valorant events as I continue on with my casting aspirations. And if everyone wants to follow me on the socials, that would help a lot. Thank you so much.
Although I think we're doing a Counter-Strike event later this month together.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still doing Counter-Strike. Let's be real.
We're still doing it.
But the demo is going to be just for Valorant.
Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. Speaking of other events kind of go on, next UV1 game is tomorrow. You don't have to wait long. Same bat time, same bat channel. It'll be once again 9:30 Eastern time tomorrow, barring any sort of time change. Pay attention to @UV1_esports for that. For myself, I'm at Johnny Esports on basically everything: Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook. Just find me there, as well as on twitch.tv/Johnny Esports. I'm doing a lot of Magic stuff lately when it comes to personal things, but I'm playing World of Warcraft, I guess. I don't know. But always casting Counter-Strike, Valorant, League of Legends, whatever. Always doing that stuff as well. So we'll see you all tomorrow. I've enjoyed this. This is a crazy game, man. I still can't believe
very
what,
fun, very fun to cast, regardless. Of
yeah,
that, so.
yeah. Just I'm still so impressed by these UV1 boys. Either way. Anyway, goodbye, folks. We'll see you all next time.
Good night.
I think I've been thinking too much. Hurt myself in check, but it's been one of those months where I feel everything a little too much, too deep. And I got 4 aces sitting pretty in my hand, but late at night I'm praying now the dice are gonna land.